As you know, agricultural truck drivers, as well as retailers and wholesalers, as they're delivering these farm supplies, they're currently granted an exemption from the hours of service rules if they're operating within that 150-mile radius. And that's been very helpful for folks that are planting and harvesting. And if they didn't have that exemption, they would have to have the costs of a larger fleet of trucks. We'd have to see more drivers, and I think we'd see some missed production opportunities as well. Do you believe that that's important to maintain that exemption on the hours of service for agriculture? Are you confident that we can maintain that?
I believe that in the situations where we've made exceptions, they've been necessary exceptions. And that's buttressed against our overall goal of assuring that we are adhering to the highest level of safety. As situations emerge, we will continue to try to do the best we can to strike the right balance, and that's what our goal is always to do.
Okay, I hope you will look at that in a serious manner. I think it's important to keep that 150-mile radius there for these individuals, so they're able to continue to provide those opportunities down the road. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
With tolling,
yes,
and the Grow America Act, it would lift the ban on tolling on the interstates. If we look at the details of tolling and what a proposal on that would look like, would the states be responsible for the setting up of that infrastructure? Are we going to see the tolls just to be paid to that segment of road where the tolling takes place? I think we'll see additional stress on parallel highways when you have tolling on an interstate system out there, but in my opinion, it doesn't always meet the goal of how we finance our highways and roads, and especially if the money is only going to be used for that segment of highway that's there. Also, I think that truckers, those small business people, the independents that are out there, they really are hit hard on toll payments because a lot of times they pay that out of pocket. I would assume that your department's going to look at all those impacts before a final ruling is put out on that, or a final proposal is put out.
Yeah, so let me talk about this for a second, if I might, Senator. Our proposal on the tolling issue is actually more limited than has been widely reported. Essentially, tolling under our proposal only becomes available if a governor of a state requests it, and even then it has to be approved by the department. We believe that having the tool available is useful, but as you point out, it is not a wholesale solution to the transportation challenges we face. Moreover, we are not endeavoring to draw the revenue from tolls into the federal system to pay for our bill. And I just wanted to make sure I was very clear about that. But to your point, tolling can be a useful tool, but as we look at the overall infrastructure deficit, and in particular the challenges that are upon us over the next couple of months, that is not the solution to the urgent problem that we're talking about right now with the Highway Trust Fund.
And I agree. I guess I wasn't implying that the tolls would go to the federal government, but my understanding is they are used for that specific segment of highway where the tolling takes place.
That is correct. Our proposal would make it available, again, under the conditions I just talked about, where the desire would be to better maintain the facility on which the toll is charged, or to address congestion in the particular area that we were discussing.
Right. And have you been in any kind of conversations with with truckers and the effect that any tolling would have on them. You know, when people have a take-home pay of maybe $40,000 or $50,000 a year, when they're these small businesses, that's going to be significant for them. Have you had any conversations with them?
We have engaged in discussions with a variety of stakeholders. We will continue to do so as we move towards a bill. And I just would say that this is an evidence of the overall challenge of investing in our nation's infrastructure at the scale that we need to, which is that in order to do it, we have to, in my opinion and in our opinion, have a variety of tools available to get there. In some cases, they will be tools that will be relatively incremental, but in other cases, as is in the case with the Highway Trust Fund, we need a big answer there.
Okay, thank you.